Alright guys, welcome to Module 11. My voice is going out, so you'll have to bear with me here as I go through it. Hopefully you're having a good day so far. So in this module, we're going to differentiate between real and nominal GDP, and we're going to explain why real GDP is the appropriate measure of real economic activity compared to just, say, nominal GDP. Alright, now, the most important use of GDP is as a measure of the size of the economy. To measure the economy's growth with accuracy, however, we need a measure of aggregate output. Alright, now, aggregate output is simply the total quantity of final goods and services that the economy produced. Alright, so it's not going to be a dollar amount or anything like that. Alright, now, real GDP is the total value of the final goods and services produced in the economy during a given year, calculated using the prices of a selected base year. Now, don't worry about this blue in the middle here. I'm going to come back to it in a second. Nominal GDP is the value of all final goods and services produced in the economy during a given year, calculated using the prices current in the year in which output is produced, right? So, just looking at, I should erase this already. Just looking at these numbers here, let's say that GDP in year 1 is equal to $1,000 and GDP in year 2 is equal to $1,100. It looks like, we'll wait for the bell to finish ringing. It looks like we had growth of about 10%. Alright. There we go. However, what if I told you that we had inflation of 10% from year 2 to year 1. Well, if that were the case, then the actual growth rate, if we were to eliminate the impact of inflation, would actually be 0%. It would be the exact same thing. Just everything was more expensive, so it looks like GDP grew by 10%. Alright, so that's why using real GDP is more beneficial as a measurement, because it gives us a more accurate picture of growth. Alright, now, to calculate real GDP, alright, here's how we are going to do it. You would simply take your quantity, so to do nominal GDP, you would simply take quantity times the price, alright, for apples and for oranges. Those are going to be the only two products in this simple economy. And if we added up the value of 2,000 apples and 1,000 oranges at these prices, we would get $1,000. If we added up the nominal value of GDP for year 2 with quantity of apples and quantity of oranges there, the increase in consumption here, along with the increase in prices here, would lead nominal GDP to grow by 1,500. However, if we take away the impact of the increase in prices and we simply multiply 2,000 times the prices from year 1, or 2,200 times the price in year 1, 1,200 times the price in year 1 for oranges, then our actual growth, if we're to measure it using a consistent dollar amount, is going to be $1,150. There was still growth, it just was not as much as it looked like initially because we took away the impact of the increase in prices. Alright, except in the base year, real GDP is not the same as nominal GDP, which is the output valued at current prices. You don't really need to know what chain dollars is. That's just a governmental term used to calculate the growth rate. Alright, so notice right here, if we go back to the previous slide, alright, real and nominal for the base year, year 1, were the exact same. Okay. If we look at nominal versus real GDP in 2000, 2005, and 2013, using 2005 as the base year, then we can kind of see how our nominal GDP grew from 2000 to 2013 versus our real GDP from 2000 to 2013. Again, there was still economic growth, it just was not as much as it looked like. Alright, now, there are several important things that GDP doesn't measure. We kind of talked about this in one of the classes already, but a country can have a higher GDP simply by having a higher population. All right, I mean, look at China, for example. There's 1.3 billion people that live there. The United States, we have over 330 million people that live here. All right, there's no way that a country like Switzerland, for example, would be able to compete because they have such a small population. All right, GDP per capita is a measure of average GDP per person, but by itself is not an appropriate policy goal. In fact, if you look up who has the current highest GDP per capita, there's a lot of oil-rich countries out there. Qatar is one of those, but it's not like you'd want to live in Qatar. All right, so unless you were really wealthy and an oil magnate. Now, real GDP also does not include many of the things that contribute to happiness. There's lots of things that don't get tracked that do contribute to people's happiness and make them better off. All right. If we want to take a look at this, Venezuela, this was up until 2013, so this is before they started having massive problems. If we still look at their real GDP, it didn't really change much. So, anyway, I hope this was informative for you. I know it was a very short lecture. The quiz is going to be over Module 10 and 11, so you can use your notes and all that stuff. Good luck.